So in our last movie review, we did a Guess This audio clip, which was... Thank you, Matthew Mercado, for guessing that audio clip from Reservoir Dogs.
This week's audio clip is...
I knew a man who once said death smiles at us all. All a man can do is smile back.
I wonder, did your friend smile at his own death?
First commenter to correctly guess the audio clip will be featured in the beginning of our next video. Good luck.
Hey guys, you are here with Faye from Raven Faye Special FX, and today we are going to be letting you know our thoughts on the Joker. So a thing kind of happened today. I went to go see the Joker movie. We went to go see it together. Went to the theater and had Joker face paint on, and they wouldn't let me in the theater. There was a cop that was following me to the restroom and all over the place because he was like, "You cannot have any face paint on your face, or you're gonna get kicked out." I could not rub it off my face, first of all, because it was like hardcore lipstick and eyeshadow and eyeliner, and it was all like set with setting spray, so I couldn't fix it. Which, you know, now you can kind of see how it was smudged. And
all I have to say is, what happened to the days when we could dress up and go to theaters like Rocky Horror Picture Show?
We used to do that all the time. We used to go dress up to see Zombieland. We got in full costumes and makeup and everything like that. Kind of like
Dressed
going
as
to
zombies,
Comic-Cons.
right?
Yeah.
Dressed as zombies?
Yeah, wear the straitjacket, remember?
Well, I remember we would dress up as Avengers people.
We went to a
like
Marvel movie, yeah.
Like that on like launch night, something like tonight. Midnight releases like used
Thursday
to be
before
like
it shows out.
Yeah.
I was like, you can pat me down, promise. I don't have any guns or anything like that. But yeah. I ended
Just
up
laughing gas.
being a Karen, and I was like, let me speak to your manager because I'm gonna see this movie at this time. Just saying. It was wonderful. I had no expectations. Okay, I had a little bit of expectations.
Which I think is important. I think it's important that you don't have this idea of like Joker and mayhem, because it's more of like pre-Joker movie on how he became who he was, which is never really covered. And it's been like what 80 years since Batman came out. They had that celebration. They always keep a lot of mysteries. Same with Wolverine. We didn't know what was going on with him for a long time as well.
Right, but they're such important characters in, you know, Batman universe and everything like that, that sometimes you want to know what made him that messed up.
So Todd Phillips.
Yes, he directed this. And from what I've known, Todd Phillips has only directed, or from what I've seen, his comedies.
Like which comedies?
He did The Hangovers, Due Date, Starsky and Hutch, Do It, you know?
Okay, Ben Stiller?
Right, Ben Stiller did that role. But Todd Phillips, from what I've seen, has only done comedies, which...
But directed?
Yes.
Okay.
Or written. I think he directed it and wrote this with somebody else. For somebody that's mostly a comedian director to be able to do something so dramatic, such a tragic story, and have it come across so well, great job. That means that he's versatile in the movie world, I would say.
To be fair, comedy and tragedy are kind of similar. There's a popular saying, tragedy...
Oh, comedy tragedy, right there.
Comedy tragedies, those are big
Comedy
movies,
tragedy.
right? Tragedy over time equals comedy. You have a funny way of looking back on things anyway.
Yeah. That's also another big thing that they put in the Joker movie, which is not really a spoiler, right? I mean, is his life a comedy? Is his life a tragedy? He's a clown, but he has a messed up life.
Well, I guess it depends if you're the onlooker or not, because when everything's happening to you, everything's a personal apocalypse.
If you're that dramatic. Or everything's
if
funny.
It's you.
Are you half glass full, half glass empty kind of person, right?
I'm the glass should have been half at the size.
I'm like, how much does glass? What kind of glass?
If you're gonna give me a half glass of water, can you just give me a half cup? I don't need a tall glass for this half cup.
Give me a smaller cup.
Give me a smaller cup. Then it'll be a full.
There you go. I like that.
So Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. I low-key have been in love with Joaquin Phoenix since Signs with Mel Gibson.
He was the baseball guy.
Yeah, the baseball guy. Well, anyway, I've been in love with him since then. And he's also been in Her, which is a super weird, trippy movie where he fell in love with his AI. Remember that one? And then the oldest thing that I can probably remember him off of was 8mm with Nicolas Cage.
Is that before Gladiator?
Yeah, that was before Gladiator. One of my favorite actors for a really, really long time. So I'm super excited that we finally got to see him portray also one of my favorite villains, the Joker.
for a mainstream fan.
Okay, I'm a basic bitch fan, okay?
At least she admits it.
Totally fine. I will admit it. I don't do any hardcore things, but I can appreciate stuff. And obviously, I like characters with clown and weird makeup.
That's
haunted
true.
House and stuff.
Yeah,
so
totally.
that's another way that I relate to him.
I'll give you props for that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So would you say Joaquin Phoenix is a method actor like the
Christian
Machinist?
Bale?
Yes.
Christian Bale. By the way, I just watched that movie the other day. Christian Bale, which was also Batman.
Whoa, connection.
These things are related.
Is he a method actor? Okay.
100%. Joaquin Phoenix is a method actor, and I, not just based off the Joker, but based off everything else. Or like Walk the Line, played Johnny Cash. Walk the Line. I was watching Johnny Cash, watching Walk the Line, like 100%.
Okay, so Faye,
Yes.
what can viewers expect when they see this movie? Explosions?
Awesomeness. No.
Exposition?
There were some explosions, actually. Expo what?
Exposition.
I don't know what that word means.
That's basically what this whole movie is. The point is that you're coming in expecting Joker mayhem, explosions. You're not going to get that. You're getting expositions, which is usually spaced out through the action scene. This is a dramatic film, a drama film.
I think it's a realization of who somebody is. Self-discovery, in a way. Even though he wasn't trying to discover that portion of himself, he found something that was unexpected.
But now, what did you expect when you went in, and what did you feel or think when you left?
I try to go into movies without really having any too much expectations. I did, for myself, really like the makeup, even though it was simple and easy. I didn't expect for the makeup throughout the film to have such an impact on me, because there were so many different versions of it. Some of them, the mouth was outlined. Some of them, there was no outline. Some of it was smeared. Sometimes when he cried, it fell down, which I tried not to do that in a haunted house. But it adds so much more to it when it's smeared and gross. And there was one scene when he got beat up and he had a bloody nose, and it added to the makeup effect a lot as well.
I expected exactly what I got, which is just a story about a man. And I just think that you should go in expecting a story about a human being. And that's really all it is. There's not a lot of, there's some cool cinematography and, filters and, fancy stuff like that. But it's just a story about a single man and his progression through life and how he became who he is.
And or what society can help persuade how a person can be, I think is a big thing. So I just wanted to say that this is probably one of my personal most anticipated movies of my life so far, year, for sure. I think it's going to be one of the most popular of 2019, one of the most memorable that we'll look back and think of in 10 to 20 years. I would personally like to predict that the Joker or maybe Joaquin would get some type of award for this, but honestly, I can't even think of any other superhero movies that have gotten made best actor kind of awards or anything like that. So I'm also excited to see what happens when award time comes around. So this was just a short, we literally just watched the video. Make sure to stay tuned to our channel, because we're going to have, me and Glitch Prince are going to have a more in-depth video talking about things that have to do with spoilers or the character types of the Joker, anything like that, the plot, and we're going to get into a lot more detail. So stay tuned for that in the next couple weeks for more Joker videos.
Thanks for watching. If you like our content,
give it a thumbs up.
If you love it,
make sure to share it with a friend.
And if you want to see more,
make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell.
And as always, catch you next time.
That's mine. Do it again.